Hello, my name is Loretta Claiborne, and now I'm going to show you how to make a bracelet. And all you need is the thread, tape measure, a safety pin, the pin onto your lunch box or your shoes, and a pair of scissors. First, we'll take this thread, such as this. This is embroidery floss. We'll take this embroidery floss and measure it 16 inches. You fold the thread in half, the floss in half. When you fold the floss in half, you want to put it down to about 16 inches. Once you get it at 16 inches, you take your scissors and cut the floss. Then when you have 7 pieces of floss, you want to take those 7 pieces and tie them in a knot at the end. Fold it in half. When we tie it in the knot, fold it in half, you want to give it a good tug. So I'll have 3 pieces here of blue and 4 pieces of green, about 32 inches each slice of thread. I take the thread, I take it, I put it together. At the end, it doesn't matter, the knots don't have to be even, because that's all going to be cut off at the end. As I take the knot, I put the thread together, try to make a small knot as small as I can near the end of the thread. And I try to get as close as possible to the end. Once I get it to the end, I pull that knot nice and tight. The next thing is my next tool is a pin, a safety pin. You can pin the knot through, squeeze it through the knot. It's going to take some training, or you can just take the knot like this and take your pin. Then you can attach the knot to something. It could be attached to a backpack. Here I'm using a lunch bag. I could attach it to this lunch bag. I know a lot of students use lunch bags, backpacks. You can attach it to your shoe. You can attach it to your jeans. Or if you want to be funny, as 2 friends are doing it, attach it to each other and make your bracelet. Then I'll take my strings and I make sure that I get 4 on one hand, using every finger but the thumb. The thumb takes a break. So as I have my string here, I want to make sure that this is even. I'm going to fix my knot because I want to get that through the knot. It's going to be hard getting it through the knot, but it's better if you can get it some way through that knot. Pin it, then that way your cord doesn't slide. So on my left hand, I'm going to put 4 cords. 1 on my baby finger, 1 in the finger next. And as I have my 4 fingers threaded, I want to make sure that my thread is even, that it's even down here, that it starts out even. So there I got 2 tangled on the 4 fingers. I have 4 fingers used. Thumb doesn't do anything. The thumb takes a break. From here, I do 3 fingers. My baby finger on my right hand is free. That's my hook. Once I take my baby finger, which is free, I take it to the left and I pull the finger through and I pull it through. Then I move up my other fingers until I get this baby finger free on my left. This baby finger is free and it goes to the top and it pulls the blue yarn, and then I pull. Then I take these fingers and I switch to make my right baby finger free. And as I pull that, it is constantly switching over and keeping each finger free. Now my baby finger on my left, my littlest finger, is free. And I just switch my yarns again till my right baby is free. And you alternate back and forth. Left, pull. Right, pull. And the baby finger is the indication that the bracelet is going to weave. I want to transfer my yarn, my string from my right hand using my smallest finger to catch that top thread on my left hand. Now I'm going to pull back. Now I'm going to take the left hand, the finger that's empty, I want to fill that top finger and let the left finger come through to the right and pull. From here, this time my right hand only has 3 pieces. So I want to make sure that my 4th piece, my baby finger, my smallest finger, we call it in the United States our baby finger, can catch the top on the left hand. Move the fingers up, the top finger fills up, then the left hand only has 3 fingers. I catch the bottom, the baby finger, into the right finger. This finger is empty, I pull. Now I want to fill that finger. So I put the yarn on there, I move the yarn down, and I move that yarn down. Then this right finger is empty. And then I pull. I load the left finger up. The left hand's empty, so now the smallest finger catches the top, then I pull. The right finger is empty, so I want to catch that top finger, grasp it, take the small finger or the baby finger, pull through off the top of the left hand. And this repeats itself. It's very simple and it's a fun bracelet to do. And it's a really good gift to share with friends. So now I just completed the bracelet and now we're at the end. So I'll make a final knot. Now as I make this knot, you want it to come to the very end so you get all your braiding in. And now I'm going to use this pair of scissors. You could use anything to make the knot tight. As tight as you can make it. You go back to the first knot. I'm squeezing it between the scissors, making that knot very tight. So as I do that, I just clip the ends. And I clip this end. Now you have a bracelet. And all I'm doing is just like a knot you tie around your finger. I slip it through. And I try to get my knot down to the very end where there's no weave at the bracelet. And all I do is tie that knot and I try to get it as tight as I can. And now you're ready to have a bracelet. After the knot, you'll have a little excess there. If you would like, some people like it to hang. Others like to cut that excess. I cut it to excess. You do not have to take the bracelet off to take a bath or a shower. You can leave them on. So all I'm doing is making a big open knot. Putting it through my fingers, I slip the one end. Then I take the knotted edge from the other one. I take my knot and I put it around the person's wrist, and then I take one knot, the big knot, and I pull it tight. You'll notice this bracelet is a little bit big for her hand, but you can stretch the knot this way. You can make another knot and cut this off, but I would normally just tuck it under and make a second knot. And there's your bracelet.